Known as Love Has Won, lost their battle to stay on Kauai. All 14 members are back home in Colorado tonight, according to the Maui Police Department. Over the weekend, residents on Kauai's North Shore protested outside the beachfront home on Kuhio Highway. One of the groups that helped get the group back on a plane, the Visitor Aloha Society of Hawaii. And joining us tonight, it's President and CEO of VASH, Jessica Rich. Jessica, thanks for being here.
Aloha. Thank you.
Over the weekend, tell us what happened when you were notified about what the group was planning to do.
Yeah, absolutely, Brent. What happened is, as you just said, they arrived, they were here for about a month on the island of Kauai, and then there were 3 days of protests. And so the 3 leaders then went for their safety. They said they went to the island of Maui, and their plans were to basically relocate the cult to Maui. And then when they were at the airport, it was discovered that the place where they were going to stay at was actually not an official resort. And so because of that, they were caught right there at the airport. We were called in. We were asked to help send the other 11 cult members back home, which we did. It was quite, one thing really positive I want to say about this is that it was a joint effort. Kauai PD did a wonderful job. Maui, Kauai Visitors Bureau, Maui Visitors Bureau, and VASH. It was a coordinated joint effort for all of us to working together to get the cult now back home in Denver. And I worked late last night. They arrived here in Honolulu at Honolulu Airport, and they were on the late flight back to Denver.
We see a lot of visitors come in, and some maybe breaking rules. They don't get caught. What was it about this group that had so many protesting?
I think what was interesting about this group and why there were protests, for one thing, those of us who are Native Hawaiian and many people in the Native Hawaiian community there felt that, first of all, she was disrespectful. She was calling herself, and when I mean she, the leader, was calling herself Pele, the goddess of fire. And also their lifestyle allegedly was vulgar. Some people called it vulgar. Some people called it, very disagreeable, if you want to say that. It's not my place to go into a big judgment. I'm just here to be supportive to the people of Hawaii and also to be supportive to our visitors.
And this is just one group. You folks have been helping people get back home, or in some cases sending them back home with the state and other agencies involved. What's the updated number? I know you folks, when we talked to you a little over a month ago, you guys were running out of money.
Well, we're about, and I haven't done the update today, but we're looking over 230. Now, I do want to make it really clear that many of the violators, quarantine violators, they pay their own way back. If they're arrested and we're called in, we'll assist. But we do pretty well scrutinize, thanks to law enforcement officials, to make sure that somebody can pay their way back. Also, since you mentioned cult, this is the second cult that VASH, Visitor Law Society of Hawaii, that we have sent back since COVID-19 started. The COVID-19 Flight Assistance Program started on April 6th. As you might remember, in June, the Carbon Nation was sent back, and that was 21 cult members, and they were there on the Big Island. Mitch Roth and the people on the Big Island, law enforcement officials, did an awesome job in that case.
All right, Jessica Rich with VASH. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
More than 1,600